4 sections of track, 3 teams still able to win it all, 2 absolutely elated commentators on the call, and 1 event left in the Marble Invite Season 3. Hello everybody, I'm the Emperor, and I am thrilled to be here for the marathon, the finale of what's been the pinnacle of marble racing thus far, and I'm joined on the call by the one and only Quack here in the commentary booth.
Hello everyone, it is an absolute pleasure to be here for the final event of this season. Unfortunately, our host Spenny was not able to make it, but here you can see the standings heading into this finale. The Time Watchers have a 6-point lead. It has shrunk massively heading into this finale. The Poseidons are within striking distance. The Pixies also have a chance. Meanwhile, the Starlights and Grayscales are fighting for the overall podium.
Yeah, the Time Watchers, they've had it end-to-end thus far, but that lead has come down. The Poseidons and the Pixies in striking distance. They are guaranteed an overall podium still. As you can see, the track layout will be demonstrated by the Board Network Marble Championship teams, and a very slow track section before heading into the gravitrax portion. As you can see, a little bit of a slalom picking up here. We'll have to see with more than 4 competitors if that'll be a little bit more chaotic. But here come Berry Blasters and the Windbreakers. That is going to be the demonstration run. Shout out to them for their continued support throughout the season and demonstrating the teams for us.
Here we have the lineup of all the teams sending several captains in this one, quite a few, almost half the lineup at this point, and it's unsurprising. With this marathon event, you'll see how it works. We run down this track 10 times, and you get points for each one, but we shall begin with the finale for Marble Invites Season 3. It looks like the pastry party of all teams are in the lead right now. The Electric Energy take it, though, and the Whitecaps are not too far behind them. Several of these teams have experience with marathon events, but it's such a different event in every league, and right now the Electric Energy are off to a good start, but where are the Time Watchers? Where are the Poseidons? None of them right now toward the front, and it looks like the Whitecaps will be leading us down to end round 1. An impressive win for them. We shall see. It doesn't look like any of the main contenders are toward the front right here, as the Scorpions, the Laser Eyes, they're the Poseidons. Not a great start for them as the John Jolts come by, and they're the Green Dragons.
Oh, here come the Pixies. Well off. That's not a fantastic start for them. Although, 10 rounds here, and they're not last actually. Mozzarella could not get down to the bottom and will pick up 0 points for a DNF. Otherwise, it's 16-1. As there you can see the event standings on the left and the championship standings as it stands on the right. The Time Watchers came through in 7th and would win the championship by 11 points right now if it ended after round 1. Luckily for all of us, it doesn't. We've got 9 more exciting rounds to go here, and the Time Watchers pretty slow coming through into the first funnel there, as it's the Blue Moons and the Starlights chasing, I believe, the Scorpions. Here come the Blue Moons with the inside move, and they're trying to get it done. They've had a pretty dismal second half. They're not in championship contention, but the Poseidons are, and they appear to be in the lead of the 3 who are still in it. The Poseidons out of nowhere, they'll take second for the round, and that'll be a superb showing for them. Here come the Golden Cheeses, the Grayscales, the Pixies! I just saw the Pixies are stuck. Oh no, the Pixies have had a disastrous start to this event. Captained by Pixie, not able to get it done, they'll take a DNF.
That is not good for the Pixies. They're one of the only 3 contenders left, and the Time Watchers are still looking very solid. They're currently only 11th place, but the Poseidons are only at 6th. They need to keep climbing in order to win this championship. 1 point between the top 2 as it stands. The Starlights as well, trying to get on the overall podium as we head into round 3. It looks like several teams, the King Crabs off to a decent start into the funnel. As we are off, the Whitecaps once again are toward the front. The Green Dragons, the Electric Energy, King Crabs as well. Several teams up there. The Poseidons are in the top half, but they need to keep climbing. If they want to win this championship, they need to get every point they can on the Time Watchers, and right now they're mired in the mid-pack as the Whitecaps continuing to stretch this lead. The Green Dragons are trying to give chase. They're going to the far side. Now to the near side, the Green Dragons will take the win in round 3, but the Scorpions take 3rd place, but the Poseidons still not able to get a great result here. The Pixies, oh, who is that stuck right there?
Is that the Starlights? I think that might be our host, the Starlights, who are running well and well enough to pass the Pixies in the overall standings after the last round. And it is Ursa, one of the 2 reserves in this event, along with Static of the Electric Energy. They're not able to get it done. They'll take a DNF. And oh, look at this. The Time Watchers lead is down to 1. It is possible. The Poseidons are gaining. They're in 8th. That's it. But that's currently enough to get the job done. With the Poseidons, what a shock that would be. Well, actually, I don't know if water and electricity mix very well, but what a shock that would be if they'd be able to usurp the Time Watchers here in the final event. And they're being trailed by the Pixies, who drop a ton at the edge of the cardboard chute there. The Poseidons, well clear. Where are the Time Watchers? They've been very absent so far in this event. And the Poseidons will take another middling finish, but that is clear of the Time Watchers by a considerable number of spots. And the Time Watchers perhaps getting a little overconfident here. Oh, of course, Stardust coming down again, what appears to be last. But
the Starlights at this point, their podium chances are looking dire. Meanwhile, the Pixies doing what they need to get done with their captain to win this round, but the Time Watchers not looking good here, only getting 12th. The Poseidons getting 7th. What does this do? The Poseidons are in position to win the championship for Marble Invites Season 3. The Time Watchers are no longer in safety. They need to keep fighting, heading into the 5th round. And now we're lined up as suddenly the title battle is on. It has not been on this entire season. The Time Watchers have looked so safe, but suddenly the Poseidons are here to challenge them. Meanwhile, it's the King Crabs up near the front. The Time Watchers have seen that suddenly shock to the system. They know what they have to do, and now they're running in 3rd place as they go around the Golden Cheeses. Meanwhile, it's still the King Crabs and I believe the Blue Moons fighting for the lead spot. The Time Watchers, though, in 3rd place, trying to reclaim the championship, and they are trying to do what they could not do last season. They come by into 2nd place even through the end of this course. What an excellent move there. Meanwhile, it looks like the Pixies not doing well there, and the Poseidons, I'm not sure, did they even finish here? I'm not seeing them at the end there, but it is not going to be enough, I don't think. And there are the Poseidons. What a disaster for them. And just when it looked like they had it, now they're going to have to work their way back up to win this championship. The Time Watchers getting 2nd place here, I'm pretty confident. We'll put them back into provisional P1 as we're already halfway through with this event. The Abstract Aquatics are reigning champions, may not be fighting for another championship, but yes, the Time Watchers by 3 points would win the championship as it stands.
Poseidon's Neptune got lost at sea there, and that, it's not sunk them yet, but they're looking for their life raft here. Pixies slow through that funnel, really slow. They're still spinning up there. The Abstract Aquatics trail the King Crabs again. And the Abstract Aquatics, the only team, I believe, without a medal thus far in these games. They would love to get one just for pride's sake, even though it is too late for them to win anything in the long run. The King Crabs leading the way. Here come the pastry party. Earned at the line, the Blue Moons and King Crabs. Here come the Poseidons. They will pass the Time Watchers for the round. The Grayscales DNF there. Do we have farther up? It's the Pixies coming down, and they are really struggling this event. Outside of the one race win, it has been lights out for the Pixies. But it looks like, ooh, I don't know who won that. Hermit apparently just barely beat Azure. Poseidon's in 9th. They will gain a few back on the Time Watchers, but will it be enough to take them into the lead? It's not. They are in 8th. The Time Watchers are in 10th. That would mean the Time Watchers would still win the championship as it stands right now.
As now we're getting deeper into this event, every moment counts. Meanwhile, it looks like the Pixies at this point are already, it looks like it's too late for them as we head into the next round. The Green Dragons, Starlights, I believe, off to a good start. There are the Pixies, just as I thought it was too late. Now they take the lead there. They know they have to fight for this. Meanwhile, where are the Time Watchers? They're in the mid-pack. I don't see the Poseidons. It looks like the Green Dragons go back around. The Pixies, that might be their championship hopes, gone right there. Meanwhile, I believe that's the Abstract Aquatics or maybe the Blue Moons, both fighting toward the front, as the Scorpions as well, the Laser Eyes. There are the Time Watchers, and a huge move there to get up into the top 3, I believe. The Time Watchers are doing what they need to do. They're trying to win this championship and do what they couldn't do before. The Golden Jesus, unfortunately, will come across last here unless somebody else is caught up. But that was quite a round there from the Green Dragons, but they got passed at the line by jab of the Scorpions, an experienced marble in this kind of event, and the Green Dragons coming out for a second, but all eyes are on the Time Watchers, who now have a provisional 8-point victory over the Poseidons with only 3 rounds to go.
It is heating up here. The Poseidons are going to need a last gasp effort here if they're going to try and dethrone the Time Watchers. It's not over by any means, but they are starting. That ship is starting to sail. It is the Laser Eyes, Captain Loser, leading the way. As I don't see it, here come the Poseidons. They're ahead of the Time Watchers, but they need more ground. Looks like the Joan Jolt trying to make a push for the lead, but it's not going to happen. What is that? Is that the Starlights? There's the Poseidons. They're ahead of the Time Watchers and the Pixies, but the Pixies definitely too far behind to catch up at this point. It is between the Poseidons and Time Watchers, and the Poseidons really need to make up the ground now. This was round 8, meaning there's only 2 rounds to go. It was the Starlights Ursa who wins the round. The Poseidons take 7, but that's only another 2 points gained on the Time Watchers. And in the overall standings of the event, the Time Watchers are ahead of them still, and that means the time is running out if the Poseidons are going to want to catch up. 7 points is the overall championship gap.
Here we go. This could be the decider. The Time Watchers have it in their grasp. The Poseidons are at the very back, and they're still in that blue funnel. The King Crabs are leading. The Time Watchers are in second. The Time Watchers could win right here if they can hold on to this position. Meanwhile, it's the Scorpioners, the Whitecaps trying to challenge them, and the Pastry Party as well. The King Crabs have already won a round here. Meanwhile, here come the Time Watchers. They're fighting for the lead now. They're going to the far side, the near side. I don't think they'll win this round, but they come across second place. Where are the Poseidons? The Poseidons are nowhere to be seen, and the clock strikes midnight on this tournament. The Time Watchers have done what they could not do before, and as the Poseidons come across last, it is over.
The Time Watchers, pending an absolute miracle in Event 10. Let's see what the absolute calculations are. I think it's over. Luna with a second place. Poseidons in dead last. That's going to do it. The Time Watchers may have ran out of time last season. This time, everyone else could only watch as they take home the Marble Invites Season 3 Championship. We've got one more round left for event standings and who will win the final gold of the season. But the championship has been decided. The King Crabs, well up in the standings in this event, are in second place right now and looking to perhaps win gold. Event 10, I believe that is the Joan Jolts out for the lead. Here comes Loser chasing the King Crabs, and now they're coming back and forth to the far side, to the near side. And the King Crabs will take 4th. Grayscale's at the line. But I do believe the King Crabs, with an absolutely outstanding performance in this event, will win gold. And that will wrap it up. It is over. The Marble Invite Season 3. Time Watchers go wire to wire in an absolutely dominant showing. Abstract Aquatics the only one to DNF this round. Hermit wins it though, 118 to Whirlpools, 113 the Blue Moons sneak onto the podium just above the Pastry Party. And look at that, the Poseidons and Pixies finish 14th and 15th. For one fleeting moment, it looked like they had a sliver of hope to take down the Time Watchers, but in the end, the Titanic Giants just could not be tamed. Luna, with an 8th place finish, gets it done on one of the most impressive seasons in marble sports history.
Here is the final podium. Hermit standing atop it for their team. The only time this season the King Crabs have gotten the gold. The Whitecaps will round it out with a silver, and the Blue Moons take the bronze. Here is your final podium, but of course, it is time for the closing ceremony of Marble Invite Season 3. Thank you so much for watching. I have been your commentator, Quack, and I have been joined by the Emperor.